What made you want to become a referee?
I'm not sure I originally ever wanted to become a referee. I loved playing any type of rugby I could get my hands on. But one of the main areas was playing university rugby on a Wednesday. My back really wouldn't stand up to 2 games a week, and I wanted to stay involved in the game. Coaching didn't really do it, so referee was the next thing I turned to.
What satisfies you most about refereeing, and why is it fun?
The fun and the satisfaction are 2 different things, I suppose. The satisfaction is just at the higher end of the game is the pure challenge of trying to do a good job in what's becoming an increasingly difficult environment. The fun aspect of it is certainly the early years when you start, going down to clubs you've never heard of and places you've never heard of, and getting involved in 3rd teams, 4th teams, 5th teams, and the camaraderie after the game is always just fantastic, and they're great fun days out from the minute you turn up at these small clubs to the minute you leave, which can be a lot later than you maybe expected when you arrived.
Who helped you to become a referee?
So many people. Almost too many to mention, but from really big important referees at the time of international level to just local people at the local society who went out of their way to help me, to even do things like get a whistle, to understand what refereeing was about, to get the right jersey on the right day. But there was more people to help me than certainly ever as a player, where you're part of a much wider environment and the individual help is harder to come by.
What would you say to a player thinking of giving up the game, taking up refereeing?
I hope that he considers that there are many different avenues he can go down, and that refereeing will be one he can consider, or she can consider. We've certainly lots of girl referees out there. I think if you get into refereeing, most of the people I've spoken to have been severely surprised by the enjoyment, fun and challenge that they've encountered.
Tell me about an inspirational moment, somewhere where somebody on the pitch has thanked you for your input.
I don't think it's inspirational moments. I think you have really challenging games that, even at maybe a tough game when you're coming through, that you may not be the best referee ever in, but afterwards talking to the players and the coaches at the level of the game you're doing, and they understand and they help you through those more difficult games, just like you would if you were a player.
What's game day like? What's the atmosphere of game day like?
Game day is the one area where I think refereeing is so similar to being a player or a coach. You wake up and you know you've got that challenge, that game ahead of you. Whether it's the vets team down your local club, where you know you're going to have a great day with some great mates, as you would do if you were playing local rugby, or if it is a professional game and you're lucky enough to be involved in that, or a day out here in Twickenham, you wake up and you have those same butterflies, that same concentration, that same willingness to get onto the pitch as if you were a player. But obviously, once the whistle goes, it does change.
Somebody taking up refereeing, what can they expect from it? That sort of stuff.
Refereeing is exactly like taking up so many sports. The more you throw yourself into it, the more it will give back to you. So yes, if you're someone who's maybe part of the heavies team down your local club, it might help you with your fitness. You may never go to international level, but it will help you with your fitness, stay involved with the other players you've always known throughout your life. If you're someone that coaching doesn't give you the biggest kick, it can give you that kick that you miss because you're out in the middle of the pitch, you're involved in the game every second of every minute. I think refereeing will always give back more than you put into it.
Which 4 words would you say to a player thinking of giving up?
4 words. The 4 words I would think of are, keep your boots on.